Okay, once again, welcome back to the channel, and this is Manish Yadav, your English teacher. After finishing fourth chapter from the Diary of Anne Frank, we are here to go through this poem that is Amanda. Okay, Amanda is a name of a child. Every child, as you could see on this screen, I hope all the participants would be staying throughout the meeting. Otherwise, their attendance will not be considered. And try to understand what I want to say. This is mandatory for all the students to stay and study the online classes because a recorded clip will be forwarded to CBSC. Okay, and it will be, very clear during the result declaration of class 10th and 12th. Those who did not appear in their assessments and academic exams will not be able to participate first term and second term examination. As you know, as per the CBSC has circulated the circular to all the CBSC institutions that their session has been divided into two parts, first term and second term. Okay, first term, all the materials of examination will be delivered by the CBSC to all the institutions, and as per the guidelines, students will be appearing for first term and second term examination. Okay, so it will be only possible when you will attend online classes because we have to give at least 75% of the attendance for every child. So here we go through the poem Amanda. As you could see, the title of this poem, Amanda. Every child feels that she or he is controlled and instructed not to do one thing or another. In this chapter, as I told you, that Amanda is the naming word. It may be the name of a girl or a boy. As you could see, she or he both has been written here. So Amanda may be the name of a girl and a boy as well. Is controlled. I mean, he is given controlling commands, are instructed instructions not to do one thing or another. Okay, mostly it happens during childish days of children. When we would there in our childish days, we were commanded and instructed so many times by our elderly people. They instructed us not to do anything or another thing, one thing or another thing. I mean, which was not favorable and maybe risky for us. We were told not to do those activities. Okay, you too may feel that your freedom is curtailed. Freedom, liberty of a child is curtailed during his childish days because a child's parents look after him most of the time or mostly. Okay, because nobody would like to allow their children without security and preservance until they do not make present themselves along with the child. So nobody allows his or her children to move freely or to do everything. So it seems that the freedom of children is curtailed. मतलब आज़ादी बच्चों की छीनने जैसी लगती है जब उनको हर टाइम कंट्रोल में रखा जाए, हर टाइम इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया जाए कि बेटा ये मत करो, यहाँ मत जाओ, रोड पर मत जाओ, फास्ट फूड्स मत खाओ, टेलीविज़न मत देखो, पढ़ाई करो, बहुत ज़्यादा खेलो मत, दादी को परेशान मत करो, मीन्स सो मैनी थिंग्स. अब यू टू में फील, आप भी इस चीज़ को फील कर सकते हैं दैट योर फ्रीडम इज कर्टेल्ड, आपकी जो आज़ादी है वो कहीं ना कहीं पाबंदी में है, घेरे में है, दबाव में है. You do not feel free at the time of your childish days, because you can't do what you desire, what you want. जो आप चाहते हैं वो नहीं कर सकते. मे बी कर भी सकते हैं, लेकिन जो चीज़ें आपके लिए सही नहीं होगी या आपके माता पिता के लिए सही नहीं होगी, उन चीज़ों पे पाबंदी होगी, आपको नहीं करने दिया जाएगा. Write down some of the things you want to do but your parents, elders do not allow you to do. Ab, this is a you know question or assessment for every readers, that they will enlist some works or some things that they like to do but their parents do not allow them to do. Okay, कुछ चीज़ें आपको इनलिस्ट करनी है जो आप पसंद करते हैं करना, लेकिन आपके पेरेंट्स वो चीज़ करने के लिए अलाउ नहीं करते. To read the poem aloud, form pairs, each reading alternate stanzas. You are in for a surprise. Okay, now we are going through stanzas one by one. What happens? For example, Amanda is a naming word. Suppose that Amanda is your name. Amanda हर एक रीडर का नाम है, ठीक है. अब अमांडा को किस तरह के कमांड्स या इंस्ट्रक्शंस दिए जाते हैं ये हम देखेंगे, और इससे क्या महसूस होता है कि एक बच्चे का जो जीवन होता है वो आज़ाद नहीं होता है. हालांकि एक बच्चे के जीवन में लिबर्टी होनी चाहिए, फ्रीडम होना चाहिए, इनोसेंस होना चाहिए, जॉय होना चाहिए. वी शुड नेवर स्नैच, वी शुड नेवर curtail the joy and freedom, liberty, happiness of any child. But what happens? Let us go through first stanza of this poem. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Amanda is the naming word, as I told you. It is the name of a child, and he is being given commands, instructions, what not to do and what to do. Don't bite your nails. अपने नाखूनों को मत काटो, Amanda. A child who is biting, chewing his nails, and his parents give him command, instruction not to chew, not to bite his nails or her nails. Don't hunch your soldiers, Amanda. Hunch means to move, in a round shape, sometimes upward and sometimes downwards. Means for every, each activity, a child is given commands or instructions. Okay, he is given orders not to do that, whatever it is. Okay, whether it is not a serious activity, like hunching the soldier is not a serious activity. Okay, biting or chewing the nail is also not a serious activity, there is no risk. However, the child is being given commands and instructions frequently not to do so. Stop that slouching and sit up straight. Slouch means to bend down, rightward or leftward. Sometimes a child moves his shoulder, moves his head, moves his, twitches his body, other parts of body. So he is being given commands not to do so. Sit upright, सीधे बैठो, ठीक है. कोई बच्चा है जो थोड़ा सा अपने कंधों को हिला रहा है, शोल्डर्स को, तो उस पर भी कमांड, ए ऐसे क्या कर रहे हो, व्हाट आर यू डूइंग. थोड़ा सा इधर उधर झुक रहा है तो उसके लिए भी कमांड, सीधे बैठो. जैसा कि क्लास में होता है, बच्चों को बहुत सारे कमांड्स दिए जाते हैं. यहाँ पे तो ये तभी पॉसिबल है जब आपके पेरेंट्स बहुत रिस्पॉन्सिबल हों, बहुत ही केयरिंग हों, दे केयर लॉट एंड दे गिव लॉट्स ऑफ कमांड्स and instructions if they are responsible and available mostly around the child. But nowadays what we see that parents do not take care of their own child. Okay, they are very busy with their hectic schedule. वो अपने ही काम काज में इतने व्यस्त हैं कि वो अपने बच्चों के लाइफ के बारे में थोड़ा सा भी नहीं सोचते। तो इतना कमांड्स देना तो आज के डेट में पॉसिबल नहीं है। It is only possible when parents would be so responsible and caring. But Amanda, the child is very nervous. He does not feel freedom at the moment of his childish days. What happens next? Let us go through the second stanza of this poem. There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. Now, the child is feeling so disappointing and very nervous because he does not feel freedom at the time of these inhabitants. When he goes to play outside, when he wants to enjoy the drifting blissfully, a mermaid, so he is instructed. Okay, he is instructed and being commands uh, by his parents or her parents not to do so. Whenever he wants to enjoy the emerald sea, he wants to get the pleasure, the child is stopped by his parents. Now, did you finish your homework, Amanda? Whenever he tries to play, he is asked for accomplishment, his homework. Have you finished your homework, Amanda? What are you doing here? Why are you wandering outside? Why are you playing? Have you finished your homework? Have you finished your tasks? Did you tidy your room? Amanda, did you clean your room? Did you broom your room? Means he is asked so many questions whenever the child wants to play, whenever the child wants to enjoy. His life is curtailed with lots of instructions and commands. I thought I told you to clean your shoes. Amanda, I told you to clean your shoes. Did you? क्या तुमने अपने शूज को साफ किया? I am an orphan roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my host bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. Okay, I I refers to the child, Amanda. Amanda says, I am an orphan. It seems that I am an orphan. Orphan means the child who is not having the parental care or who has no parent. Okay, let me admit this child. Mukul and Mukesh, Akhilesh. I pattern soft dust in the street. Means often we see children. They pattern dust in the street bare feet means without slipper, नंगे पांव। पैटर्न द डस्ट का मतलब क्या है? Mostly it is a activity. It is an activity when we collect dust, we make patterns, we make shapes with the help of dust. धूल को इकट्ठा करके उसका ढेर बनाना, उसका कोई पैटर्न बनाना, उसमें कुछ शेप बनाना, ये सारी चीज़ें एक्टिविटीज़ में आती हैं छोटे छोटे बच्चों की, क्योंकि छोटे बच्चे अजीब तरह की एक्टिविटीज़ करते हैं। उनकी जो एक्टिविटीज़ होती हैं वो थोड़ा सा बचपन की होती हैं, जिसमें बचपना भरी होती है. एंड द साइलेंस इज गोल्डन, द फ्रीडम इज स्वीट. ओके, साइलेंस इज गोल्डन, शांति, इट इज जस्ट लाइक अ गोल्डन मोमेंट. एंड द फ्रीडम इज स्वीट, और जो फ्रीडम है वो बिल्कुल मीठा है, मधुर है, जो आज़ादी है. नाउ स्वीट मीन्स क्या होता है भाई? मीठा होता है. ठीक है. एंड फ्रीडम, फ्रीडम का मतलब आज़ादी होता है. ठीक है. If we talk about poetic device in this line, so it is a metaphor. Freedom is being considered as sweet. Okay. लेकिन ऐसा हो नहीं सकता कि आज़ादी मीठी होती हो. वी कांट टेस्ट द फ्रीडम, जैसा कि मिठाई स्वीट होती है. अब अगले स्टेंजा को देखते हैं. Wait for some time until I show the PDF. Yes, this is the last stanza of this poem. Don't eat chocolate, Amanda. He is again given another instruction. That is not to eat chocolate. Children like to eat chocolates. They do not worried about the cavities in their teeth. They like to have so many chocolates when they are in their childish days. But they are prohibited not to eat chocolates. Remember, remember your sting, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you? Amanda, the child is so nervous. Okay, remember your sting cavities, uh, in your mouth. If you eat too much chocolate, it will cause cavities in your teeth. So do not eat chocolate more than needs. Will you speak? Please look at me when I am speaking to you. When a child is given so many instructions and commands, he becomes so nervous. He does not look at the face of his parents. So he is asked for looking at the parents' face and have have a talk with them when they speak to the child. But child is so disappointing. Okay, he is disappointed, so nervous and frustrated because he is, you know knocked for every activities what he does, whether he likes it to do or not. But his parents do not uh, want him to do that activity. So, this is the poem, the last stanza of this poem, and I hope you all have got it well. Is there any problem with anybody? Okay, talking about these stanzas, is there any problem? You will revise this poem at home, okay? If you feel any problem, you will let me know. Now, the next stanza. I am Rapunzel. I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. I am Rapunzel. I have not a care. The child. I mean, this stanza is within bracket, so it has been spoken by the child Amanda. Okay, Amanda thinks that I have no care, nobody cares me. I am like orphan, okay, very poor. Life in a tower, like tranquil and rare. My life is full of sadness, okay, and disappointments. I will certainly never let down my bright hair, and I want to be happy most of the time. I want to look happy, I want to play. I am a playful child, and I want to stay outside for playing so many games along with other children. But mute your mic. आवाज आ रही है, जिनकी भी आवाज आ रही है वो अपने माइक को, सॉरी, माइक को म्यूट रखें. Okay, stop that sulking at once, Amanda. Again, his parent talks. You know, his mother or father, anybody would be there to give commands. Stop that sulking at once. Do not do such activities. Do not make your face expression very sorrowful. It seems that I have nagged you, I have scolded you, I have tortured you, or somebody has tortured you. So always change your mood according to us and be happy most of the time. Whenever you go outside, look so happy. Change your mood, and you always so moody. It means you do what you like, what you desire. You don't listen your parents. So do not look like a sorrowful child and a frustrated child. Always change your mood and be happy. Have a fantastic and happy facial expression when you leave home and go outside. Otherwise, people or anybody would think that you have been scolded by your parents, Amanda. So these are the instructions and command for a child, on behalf of his parents. Most of the time it happens in our childish days. It seems that parents curtails the freedom and liberty of a child. I hope it would be clear, and if you have any problem, let me know in the next video and the next class. Okay, so until then, stay home and stay safe.